myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
But I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. He stay lighter on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Box never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Need no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I'd rather be a broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be a VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it how I got it on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty so they treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be knocked down sideways. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Watching that body! Leopard!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And able to find Conley. 8 yards there on a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Here we go.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again with Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 43 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Landed. Watching that body. Over. All right, now, look at Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play clock winding down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a handoff looking right, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And This is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run. This is Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Stafford. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more. Because
there he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue 90, black 90.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. 7 yards to go on second down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Stafford here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford going to let one fly for Robinson. Johnson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! 3-19!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 61 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Hunt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. To throw on second down. Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So Stafford forced to depart. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw is Kelly. To throw on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Green.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Hunt. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 7.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. The play clock's running down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Take it out, Reed.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Double tight. Double tight.
Here we go.
This is Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Kelly. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. And tough starting field position here.
Watch right. Watch the slam. Hurry up, here we go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Now let's go. Blue line hot.
Here's Kelly throwing after the interception. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.